We're about to begin our next presentation. I would like to introduce some of my very close friends here from PUTTSCAPE. This is Dana Snell and Michael Dwyer. And I've known these gentlemen for a little while. We worked together back at Magic Leap. And that was a long time ago. I used to work there. Now I'm at Niantic. But back in the day, these guys were developing some pretty cool tech for AR, VR headsets to do all kinds of really cool stuff. Yeah. So anyway, now they're doing things with VPS and Lightship, and so they're here to talk about what they're doing. So why don't you guys take it away?
Thank you, Phil.
Yep.
Thank you. Like Phil said, I'm Dana. This is Mike. We're here to talk about PUTTSCAPE. I live in Fort Collins, Colorado, and I have a bar with a miniature golf course that goes throughout. I opened about 5 years ago, and pretty quickly after opening, I decided that we needed to have more opportunity for variety. So when people come back or want to replay, they would have different games to choose from, and I had the idea of adding augmented reality. So it's been a journey since that first idea, but I've met Michael, met through Upwork all those years ago, and he believed in my idea, and he had already been working on ball tracking technology. He's been in this for, what, 15 years or so?
No, almost 10.
10 years in this space. So originally it was the idea, and now we started making a lot of progress and improving the technology of what we were doing, and now we've got a really reliable system that we've got our demo set up here. So I went through where it all began, and here I'll let Michael talk some more about the technology.
So before migrating over to Niantic's VPS, we were working in AR Foundation in Unity on iOS. We tested iterations on some headsets if they gave us access to do our computer vision for ball tracking. What we originally experienced, even on like iOS, like back in 2019, 2020 when we were starting, the color blob tracking we were using there'd be false positives. Like if you're tracking an orange ball and a guy in an orange muscle shirt walked by, it would start going all over the place. So we introduced other tracking technologies. We had ultra-wideband beacons, so we had to make really large balls, and they wouldn't fit into the hole when he had his flagpole in there. We added we created an outside-in tracking system using multiple Z cameras and a high-powered GPU, which wasn't feasible to put it at every hole. Because ultimately, the dream was he has 9 holes of golf at his location. We want to put AR at each one of them and allow you to reskin it and play pirates or spaceship stuff or any IP out there. Zombies, yeah, I love zombies. So yeah, and recently we've migrated over to the Lightship, the VPS system, which that might be the next slide, has enabled us to. Well, first off, I think there's less drift in VPS. I noticed that at times things will be offset because we're just staring at the green ground and moving around a lot, right? Like that's to be expected. And then we'll see it snap back, and that's something that we didn't always experience with AR Foundation. I've worked with a lot of other localization, AR recognition SDKs in the past, PlaceNote, even 60AI before they came over to Niantic. And there was always a lot of tricks to it, but we've had really good success with VPS. Even indoors, which originally they're like, oh, it should be outdoors to get the GPS, information. Originally we had our Uruko markers on the ground just to localize and get the game going. Don't have to do that anymore, which is amazing. And I think I'm going to just say overall, we were very pleasantly surprised that we could bring in OpenCV and deploy it inside the Niantic's SDK. And we weren't sure if that was going to work out or not. We weren't, there's a lot of SDK providers where they do not want to allow you to do what you want to do with things. But I think that that's really important for AR, especially with what we do.
Yep.
So we're really excited. We have yet to integrate multiplayer functionality, but obviously mini golf should be a social game. You should be playing with your friends and family. Semantic segmentation, obviously, whatever that allows us to bring in, even just human segmentation, because sometimes Dana gets in my way when I'm trying to make the perfect shot. Occlusion APIs, etc.
And more.
And more. So yeah, what we're excited about with Niantic's vision of AR and through the ARDK is this enabled us to make a game that now could be in anybody's house. It could be anywhere. Originally, you had to put all this infrastructure at his mini golf bar, which is amazing. You go there, you put AR glasses on in the future. But now we can play this without any of that ultra wideband excess stuff. And you can, play it in your house. So we're really excited about that.
And add it to any other mini golf course in the world.
Which is the future vision, is we want
Right,
to create like an editor where you could scan whatever, if it's a professional mini golf course or your backyard, and create your own adventure.
So licensing to existing courses is the most direct path that we want to move into. And having access for developers also to be able to create their own experiences on our platform. And then go beyond mini golf to other games with physical equipment where that could interact with virtual content. So bowling or axe throwing or pool. So also another possibility would be to have courses that are pre-made for location-based experiences. So if they had a smaller footprint and they couldn't have an entire course, just having a somewhere that just these experiences could be deployed on. So like at all the Dave & Buster's, things like that. And home courses, obviously. And like I said, other activities with physical equipment, virtual content, like axe throwing, throwing it at killing zombies and gremlins on the axe throwing.
Rats are running up the wall, all that kind of stuff.
And also incorporating social aspects. So giving a way for people to add more like competition between people that they might know, or meeting people that they might want to meet, challenging friends, creating new relationships, competition connections, but all through the AR. There it is.